Hey, welcome back. Today I want to share with you my monthly manis for November. Let me go ahead and share with you what's on my nails first. I always get questions and I always forget to link it. So this is Polish for Days Midnight Marble, and this is beautiful. Really like this one. I do feel like it's a little bit richer in the bottle than it is on my nails. So next time I wear this, I might wear undies, or I might just have to do a fourth coat. This is 3 thin coats. Okay, so a lot of these are really good. Some of these made it into my yearly favorites, which I just uploaded last week, but a lot of really nice manis this month. So the first one I wore was Night Owl Lacquer's Favorite Flannel as the base. Beautiful, rich, purple flaky. And then for a little bit of extra sparkle, I wore Amethyst by my brand Never Naked by Jackie. And this together was really pretty, added just a little bit of twinkle. And I liked this one. Okay, now the next one was not a favorite. I didn't dislike this mani, but it definitely wasn't a favorite by any means. I wore Lights Lacquer Olivia as the base, which is a pretty rich brown. And then on top, I wore another Night Owl Lacquer. I used Deathly Hallows. Now I really like this polish, so I'm not sure why I didn't love them, why I didn't love this together. Didn't dislike it, it just wasn't a favorite. Okay, now the next one I did really enjoy. I did a twin mani with Lisa for Fugly Pugly Friday. We wore Colors of Carol chapped lips, and this is beautiful. This is a Pugly olive with those gorgeous flakies, look at that. And then I did decide to use undies, so I used Orly's Olive You Kelly. Yeah, Olive You Kelly. And I really like this. Perfect for Fugly Pugly Friday. Although if you guys know me, I don't actually think Puglies are ugly at all. Okay, then the next one, this one was a favorite. This one was in my yearly favorites video. I used Caftan by Essie as the undies. Now this one, I got at Five and Below for like $3. This was such a good find. And this is an amazing, kind of like, almost like a rich caramel almost. It's a really beautiful orange, like a warm orange with maybe just a tiny bit of brown in it. Really beautiful, and it had an amazing formula. And then on top, I wore Island Peas Metropolis. Now this together was so interesting and unique. I just really, really enjoyed this one. Okay, and then the next one was also a favorites for the year. This one was Polish for Days Towards the Light, and I wore this as a twin mani with Amy Sue. This is so pretty. It's a kind of like a jelly flaky formula, 3 thin coats, and it builds up to this beautiful smoky purple, and then it's got those gorgeous gold flakes. Like those gold flakes popping against that smoky base was just really, really pretty. I really enjoyed this one. Okay, and then the next one I wore was kind of a Copycat combo fail. Ray from Swatching with Ray, she had worn this really beautiful jelly sandwich, and I went to copy it, and I pulled both the polishes because I had, both polishes. I pulled the polishes and then I put it on, and I was so confused because, it pulls very blue on me, but on Ray it looked very purple, and I was confused. And then it turns out that I had accidentally pulled the wrong polish. So I pulled OPI's Ring Bearer, which is a soft blue jelly, and then Ray had used Engagement Meant to Be, which is a soft purple jelly. And then the flaky sandwich in between is KB Shimmer's Take It or Leave It. Now I did still enjoy this mani. I love this topper. It's one of my favorite toppers. So I really don't think you can mess up anything that you wear this with. I liked this. It's just that I was expecting it to be, the mani that Ray wore. So I kind of feel like this year, towards the fall, I want to try to recreate that mani again, but actually get it right this time. So I did still like this, but it was just, copycat fail. Okay, then the next mani I wore, I was a bridesmaid in my sister-in-law's wedding, and my dress was black, so I wanted a black polish. So I wore New Colors 965. It's just a really pretty sparkly black. These aren't named, they're just numbered. You can get this from the dollar store, from the $1.25 store. Really, really pretty, and I like this. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Lisa. We wore another Night Owl. Night Owl lacquer fall is amazing, and this was really pretty. It got opaque for me in 2 coats. I really thought that this would be a thin 3-coater, but this got perfectly opaque in 2 coats. Really pretty, and I liked this. This was perfect for fall. Okay, then the next mani I wore, I used Glisten and Glow Mystery Polish October 2020 as the base. Look at this, really pretty orange crelly with, they're kind of like, it's hard to describe. They look like they're black glitters, but then it's also got kind of like a green feel to it. And then it's also got the little sparkly gold glitters. Really, really nice. I believe I did 2 3 thin coats. I probably should have done 3, but it was nice in 2. And then as a topper, I wore China Glaze, what is this one called? Get Off My Cold Case. One of my favorite toppers. I love this. I've already worn this multiple times, and this was really pretty together. I liked this. Okay, then this one was a favorite of the year as well. I wore Bee's Knees Lacquer, the Puppy People. I did a twin with Amy Sue. We are slowly going through a bunch of our untrieds together. And then Stacy has actually joined in as well. So the 3 of us are kind of going through some of our Bee's Knees together. This one is so amazing. It doesn't look on the nails how it looks in the bottle though. This looks like it's a rich purpley blue with that intense turquoisey shimmer, that green turquoisey shimmer. On my nails, it's just magenta with that strong shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful on the nails. I loved this one. Absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, this one was in my favorites video. Okay. The next one I really loved as well. This one actually was initially in my favorites video, but then I had way too many manis and I was trying to, cool it down a little bit. So I did end up removing this one. However, I did really love this one. So my base was China Glaze Modern Auburn, which is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I got this one from the dollar store for $1.25. Absolutely amazing. I did replace the brush, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I swapped out the brush. And then on top, I wore Fair Maiden's Scrumdiddlyumptious, which I got this polish from my friend Lisa. She sent it to me, and this was just so beautiful together. This was a really gorgeous, rich fall mani. I loved it. Okay, then the next mani I wore was Cert Colors Laverne. Yeah, Laverne as the undies. It's a really pretty, kind of like a dusty mustard, and then it's got those really pretty little dainty flakies in it. Suffering from ugly bottle syndrome, but really nice formula on this. And then I decided to top it with Rogue Lacquer's The Opus, which I got this one from my friend Lisa as well. I did really like this. I do wish, however, that I had thinned out my Rogue. A lot of the Rogues, I end up thinning them out so they're more sparse. I put them in little mini bottles. I thin them out so they're less dense. Sometimes I don't do that. This time around, I didn't do it. I kind of wish I had done it. This was really pretty, but if I had thinned this out and made it a little less dense, I would have been able to see these flakies, like the little tiny speckles, a little better. So unfortunately, I covered up the pretty speckles. However, overall, this was still really pretty. I really liked the combination of the colors. I think they played very nicely together, and I did really like this mani. Okay, then the next one I wore was my brand Don't Crush My Dreams from my Pets collection. This was the very first collection that I ever put out. Really pretty sparkly green. It doesn't come across on camera, but when you put a top coat on this, this is just so rich and sparkly. It's really beautiful. It's actually one of my favorite greens that I've made. And then I topped it with a new polish from my winter collection, so I was testing out. This is Broken Baubles. Really, really nice topper. I really enjoyed this one, and I really love this one. Together, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite mani. I think I could have showcased this much better with, I don't know, something maybe like a lighter green, or even like a soft blue or a white. I don't know. I liked this. I love these polishes individually. However, together, it wasn't my favorite mani. Okay, then the next mani I wore, overall, I did really, really enjoy this mani. I use Mooncat Lacquer's, this is my first time trying the brand, by the way, Mooncat Lacquer's House of Hades, which is a really beautiful, rich blue. I had to do 3 thin coats on my nails to get it to be blue. It was very purple. And then after 3 thin coats, there was still some balding on my nails. It did build up to the beautiful rich blue, but like I said, after 3 thin coats, there was still some kind of like balding patches. I would have had to do 4 thin coats to get this fully opaque and leveled up nicely on my nails. However, I chose to stop at 3, and then I decided to top it, and I used Fancy Gloss Champagne Shards. Now this was a really nice topper, really nice formula. I don't have anything quite like this with these, you know, champagne shards. And then this over the rich blue, I did really like this. I thought this was really nice together. So this kind of, you know, masked the bald patches, and it was overall really beautiful. However, as a whole, I'm not impressed. Like, I'm not overly impressed with the brand, but I did really like this mani. I thought it came together nicely. Okay, then the next one, I did a twin mani with Lisa, another Mooncat polish. We wore Stumped. Now, when I did my first impressions review of the brand, I had said that this did not build up and it was not as rich in the bottle, and I was a little bit let down, but that it's so gorgeous in the bottle, so I definitely wanted to wear it. And then when I wore it with Lisa, I did 3 thin coats like I always do with these types of, you know, flakies. Like, for the most part, anytime I, like with this one, with my mani today, I love to build these up in 3 thin coats. So I built this up in 3 thin coats, and it was amazing. It was rich, it was beautiful. It's just how it looks in the bottle. So I'm kind of thinking that when I did my initial swatch, I must have accidentally only done 2 coats, although I swear I did 3 because I always do 3. But I feel like I must have accidentally only done 2 coats. So I feel a little guilty for saying that this wasn't the best when I did that video. I do stand by that I'm overall not impressed with the brand, but I will say that this is one of my favorites of the ones that I bought. Absolutely beautiful. I love this, and I will definitely get a lot of use out of this because I'm really getting into browns now. All right, and then the last mani that I wore was a triplet with Amy Sue and Stacy, another Bee's Knees lacquer. We wore Sunrise Sunset, and this is so pretty. You guys, look at this. That really beautiful brown base, and then it shifts the red and the kind of like golden color, and then it's got those little tiny flakies in there. So, so pretty. I really love this formula by Bee's Knees Lacquer. I have a ton of them. I think this is probably everyone's favorite formula that they do. Really, really pretty. All right, you guys, those are all of my manis for November. I had a lot of really good manis this month. I'm really overall pleased with everything that I wore. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.